Nice. Say hello to the people out there.
Yo, what's happening?
Oh, okay. So, before we go any further, do y'all ever deal with ageism in hip hop?
Do we deal with it or
Do we
do we
deal with
hear
it?
with
Do
it?
you hear it? Do you deal with it? Do you come
I
across
mean,
it?
I
Like
hear it
what?
in posts and young rappers talking about it, you know what I mean? But ain't nobody ever came to me with it.
No. So it's never been like a face to face.
Like with me. I mean, the industry people will say that.
Right. Right.
You know what
Okay.
I'm saying?
Industry. Okay. What about like somebody at an RVA rap elite or at a show or
Nah, I've
mic?
never heard that. Not personally, no.
Okay. So it's mainly the only time I've interacted with the ageism is via post.
Right.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
social media, very Twitter fingers
Right.
behind the doors, but nobody would ever be like, "Yo,
Yeah.
you too old to be rapping."
Right. And
Cause
I also think too, is because of the way we rap.
facts,
It's a respect for that. I think when it comes to ageism, I think that conversation started in the mid 2000s when you had dudes in their 40s
okay,
trying to sound like the Soldier Boys and cats like that.
right?
Now, as far as I'm concerned, yeah, if you 40 plus and you trying to sound like 21 Savage, yeah, that's a problem.
That is a bit of a problem,
that's
right?
that's
Right.
kind of corny.
That's
'Cause we
weird.
came from the birth of hip hop, so one, our lyrical content should be a lot deeper, a lot profound if we in a certain age bracket, and two is just just doing music that's appropriate for where you are in life. You know what I mean? So but when you are a lyrical artist, I don't think they look at it like I don't think they look at it in the
Because
same
you're
way.
lyrical.
Right.
Bars is lyrical.
Right. You're
So,
lyrical.
thank you. So I can't really see anybody saying
Right.
to us,
Right.
"You need to stop."
Yeah, because they know they'll get towed up.
Oh my God, to pieces.
You know what I'm
To
saying?
pieces.
And they don't want that problem.
They don't
you
want
know what
that
I'm saying?
smoke.
Nah.
No, they don't want that smoke.
Nah, they don't want that.
So last time I saw you perform, it was, or no, I couldn't see you perform when you was at the Italian restaurant in Chesterfield.
Italian restaurant.
Remember we had it was.
Oh, yeah,
It was over
yeah.
there. But the last time I saw you get busy was the RVA Rap Elite.
Yeah.
And
that was
bars,
real
I
fun.
really think you should sign up for the
Absolutely.
RVA Rap Elite.
Yeah.
Because when Style did it, it was like they all had to stop and pay homage and just recognize what the foundation of hip hop was on that stage at that moment. I looked at all the youngins and they was just like,
Right.
"Oh,
And it was
that's how it's done," you know.
And to piggyback on the ageism thing, not again, I never experienced that, but
Right?
I already knew. I mean, I knew the RVA Rapper League was full of. I mean, they're not 20 somethings, but
No, they not.
they're 30 something cats, but they're still in a younger bracket, and it's supported by a young bracket. So I just felt I needed to go in the way I did
Good.
to show that, yeah, you can't put an age on this. You know what I mean? Because MCing is a mental thing. You know what I mean? As long as your mind is sharp, and you still got a voice and breath in your lungs,
And it's
you
crazy
should.
because we're the only genre that does that. Like,
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that was the next thing I was about to mention.
Exactly.
we're the only genre that does that.
Yeah.
It's a lot of isms in hip hop. Ageism.
Those things are
Racism.
pushed.
Right,
I believe those things are pushed by the corporations, the music industry.
Why do you
It's
think
money.
that's a
It's
selling
money.
thing?
Yeah.
But see, here's the thing: if they could be like, okay, if we could get the 40 plus
Right.
to see more 40 plus, that's a whole different demographic of money.
Yeah, but this is the thing. When you're 40 plus, let's say it was Big Daddy Kane and they can take, because believe me, you know as well as I do, the industry can make hot whoever they want to make hot.
Right.
At any time. Exactly. So let's say you're a veteran like a Big Daddy Kane or, Rakim or cats like of that stature.
Uh-huh.
When you're a 40 plus or 40 plus, 50 plus rapper and you've been in this game for 30 plus years and doing it, your profit margin is going to have to. They're going to have to pay you extra.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So now it becomes, a tug of war of, look, dude, I am a legend in this. It's just no different from a Snoop or a Jay-Z. You can't pimp them the way you can these young dudes.
True, because it's more so like we can't be
You can't be bought.
we can't be bought, we can't be molded.
That's what it was funny because I was watching this interview and it was MC Shan and he was talking about that. He's like, they already knew they couldn't do that with our
Right.
generation.
And so I think it's partly a money thing where they, they scoop the old heads out because now it's getting to the point we can't pay these cats what, they know they're worth. You know
True.
what I mean?
We do know our worth.
We can manipulate these young dudes and with the cars and the clothes and the jewelry and make them sign a 360 deal and give up their entire lives, you know what I mean, for nothing.
I never thought about that aspect. It's weird because when people do, hey, cool, I can help you, I can help you with your ASCAP, I'll be like, it's done.
Right.
I can help you with distribution. Oh, that's done.
Right.
I can help you with scout. I got that too.
Right.
They're like, okay, and I'm thinking to myself, so
What do you want to do?
what
What
can
you
you help me with?
Right.
Because then they'll talk about, your
I know
market
this
and stuff.
dude.
I'll be like, yeah, I know my demographic. I know the people that I appeal to, and I'm still trying to sit here. I'm still wondering, what can you do?
Yeah.
And it's like, because we're learned,
Mm-hmm.
and because hip hop was like literally our, I want to say sibling.
Yeah.
Best friend, cousin,
First love.
First love.
Yeah.
So hip hop was there with us in elementary,
And grew
adolescence,
up with
and
us.
we grew up with that. So the business aspect is what we had to learn.
Right.
We didn't have to learn how to
But
MC.
even more importantly, that love and that passion is why all of those things don't appeal to us. You know what I mean? We can't be bought by those things because the integrity in that foundation is already there.
Right.
So you can't pimp me into doing something or being something that I'm not.
But it's crazy because it's like they flipped it. It's like what I mean by that is that as far as the branding aspect, and that's what KRS-One was trying to say when he was talking about that. And Sex, Drugs, and Violence, when he was talking about the branding aspect, how they knew they would be able to take their products and apply it to hip hop, and it would sell.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, that is
Exactly.
true. We can't be easily swayed.
No.
Right. We always was, it was always an organic grassroots thing, and
Right.
with our clothes, everything we always created our own. We always made our own lane.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
The money isn't the driving force for us.
No, it's not.
You know what I'm
It's the
saying?
love that's the driving force.
Exactly.
Now, because
And that's hard
Yeah.
for these young dudes to understand.
because of the love.
And they look at you crazy when you say that. Like, I don't do this for the money. Like, well, what you doing it for? And that ends my conversation right there.
Yeah, because
You
it's
know what I
hard
mean?
to
That
talk to
tells
them.
me where you stand with this music and this art form and this culture. All you care about is making a dollar. You know what I mean? And that's cool. Do your thing. But that's not what I'm in it for. I love what I do. You know what I mean? Some days I make good money. Some days I don't. But it's not gonna stop me from
It's
doing.
still gonna make you happy.
Exactly.
At the end of the day,
It's a right.
I'm happy.
Yes.
I'm peaceful.
Right.
And it's like they mad
Right.
to see us happy and peaceful and like actually getting momentum.
Right.
And they
Good at
follow.
what you do.
We're good at it.
Right.
We're good at it. We're getting a following. We're getting momentum. And it's
Right.
like, oh, who
Yeah,
are they?
because
to
they get
be-
mad because they don't understand is you're doing what everybody else is doing. So look how many people you have to compete with. What we're doing is pretty rare these
Yes,
days.
it is.
You're doing what everybody else is doing, auto-tuning it up, dumbing it down, and doing the bare minimum as far as
Bare.
lyrically and creatively, and you still expect to you're looking for that once in a lifetime thing, like what's the dude name? Panda dude.
Oh yeah, I knew
One
you
of
was
those
talking about
records
this. Yeah, the
just-
one time wonders.
one of those bangers that just dropped, and well, so and so did it. Yo, man, that's
And they
those
think that's
things-
they
yeah.
set. Like that's all
right.
they gotta do.
But look where he at.
Yeah, nobody really remembers.
You know what I'm
him,
saying? Look
for
at all
real.
those dudes that get that. They they don't last long.
Nobody looking for them. No more.
Nobody looking for him.
Nah.
Who looking for Soldier Boy now?
Who?
Right.
Who?
Well, what's the dude, the gold all in my chain dude? You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, yeah, a lot of those dudes
lot of
are
those
like
dudes,
flash by.
Yeah.
There's no real thorough
There's no staying power,
consistency.
but it's a different mentality as well. You know, they don't they don't look at the music aspect the same way we do, and they look at the what is like the Tekashi 6ix9ine cat.
Oh my jeez. Please don't get me
The
started on
social
that too.
media fame. They look at the social media fame and reality show fame.
Yeah, and it's weird because it's like I'm trying to figure out how is that bringing in revenue.
I guess I know you get a certain amount. Everything is monetized now, so there's a certain amount of streams and stuff like that. I guess you get some checks off of that, but. Yo, still, it's corny. It's just corny.
Yes, it's beyond corny. So, with that being said, it's time for us to hear some MCs over 40. Check out some of their music, vibe out, and when we come back, we are going to talk about, now that we know that the industry is not checking for us because we're learned, and because they know we can't easily be swayed by these whack deals or weird promotion scams or whatever. We're going to talk about what do we do to push our music to our generation, to our kind of listeners, without having to deal with people that we already know trying to scam us, but they know they can't. So that's what we're going to talk about when we come back. But right now, I got Mr. Scotty Pimpin'. Okay. Mr. Scotty Pimpin' sent me 3. He got a joint called No Rush. He got a joint called For the Paper, featuring Drevo. And he got another one called I'm Up. Yeah, I'm thinking about going for the Paper. Let's check it out.
I've been making plays for the paper. Hustle night and day for the paper. All that I got, all that I need, all that I got, all that I need. I've been making plays for the
I stop till I get to the riches. I add and multiply to run up my digits. As a child, I was always ambitious, so all I know is to go out and get it. I am determined to run up a bag. I make every move like it was my last. I'm so addicted to popping these tags. I hustle like Nipsey to get to the cash. I gotta get it by any means. Got the heart of a hustler and boss in my jeans. Making reality from every dream and stuffing pockets till they bust at the scene. I run up a check and do the money dance. Pull up in a coupe, thumbing through some bands. They deep in the game, never been a fan. Making plays while they watch from the stands. In love with the money, I can't get enough. Plans to get paid, it's all I discuss. Gamble with me and I'm calling your bluff. I'm smooth when I move, but I can get rough. My life is a picture of profit and power. Believe in myself and don't worry about doubters. Putting in work every minute and hour and stacking my money up tall as a tower.
I've been making plays for the paper. Hustle night and day for the paper. All that I got, all that I need, all that I got, all that I need. I've been making plays for the paper.
I'm making plays for the paper. I can't afford to ever let up. I'm good, but I strive to be greater. Knocking down every obstacle like a setup. When I get a bag, I flip it and triple it. Too much hustle to diamond and nickel it. 3 moves at one time is a triplet. Authentic, go getter, not counterfeit. I'm in the boardroom and in the streets. Talking big budgets, checks and receipts. All I do is win, no one can compete. When they cooling off, I turn up the heat. I'm hungry and I gotta eat. And by any means, making ends meet with the fruits of my labor. I made a feast, made my own table and pulled up a seat. I'm relentless when I get a chance to get paid. I'm going all in and won't hesitate. Strategic with every last move that is made. I stick to the plan and won't deviate. I'm way up and I know I'm blessed. Everything I want, I manifest. Got money, power, and I got respect. Can excel more, but never none less.
I've been making plays for the paper. Hustle night and day for the paper. All that I got, all that I need, all that I got, all that I need. I've been making plays for the paper.
All right, so that was Scotty Pimpin' talking about going for the paper. I thought it was cool. I'm just not a fan of autotune.
Yeah. That's what
I'm just not a
Dan
fan of
told me,
autotune.
yeah.
Other than that, I thought it was cool.
Yeah, the record was cool.
It was a dope vibe.
And I could understand them, so.
Yeah, that's another thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it was too. It was
Yeah.
clear, it was crisp, it wasn't muddled or anything.
Exactly.
I've never been a big fan of the auto tune, but I like that. Shout out to Scottie Pippen. I want to say
Yeah.
Scottie is from Mississippi.
Shout out,
I don't want to. Yeah, shout out to Scottie Pippen. So,
no doubt.
let's talk music. What's the motivation behind putting out new stuff right now?
Same thing, the love of it. You know what I mean? I'm the type of artist where, you know, I feel like I speak about things that I go through, but I also talk about, I'm observant of what's going on within the culture. So
Right.
And I feel it's important to address, you know, a lot of the issues that we go through as a community, you know, and talk about it. So, you know, I mean, I think that drives me, you know, my own personal growth, as well as, you know, shedding light on the struggles that we go through as African Americans in this country. You know what I mean?
What about you, Bars? What's the motivation right now? You in the stew? We get it. Shout out to Bully right now, because he just hit us up
Bully
on the
boy.
Thursday podcast. Shout out to Bully and whole the factory people out there.
It's kind of the same thing. It's just like it's what he said. It's a famous quote from one. Like I said, she's one of my famous
Nina Simone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
I always quote her, man. She said it's the duty of every artist to reflect
Yeah.
the times that they living in.
Okay.
That's your duty. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
absolutely.
So that's kind of the same thing. You know, my motivation is that, and also just coming from that era, that golden era where, you know, you had your egotistical rappers, and stuff like that. You know, my thing is to like try to outdo myself.
Right. Yeah.
Be the best. I'm trying to reach my apex as an artist, as a lyricist.
Against yourself.
As against
Right.
myself.
Yeah.
I'm not in competition with nobody.
Nobody.
Myself.
There you go.
I feel like that sometimes. I just in the mirror like,
Yeah.
what you gonna do? You know, to yourself,
Exactly.
back and forth.
And right now, I'm trying to really step outside my comfort.
Okay. Well, we're going to step outside your comfort, because I already know when we did Pin Still Killing It,
Yeah.
you was outside your
that joint was
comfort
crazy.
zone. I was
joint was
like,
crazy.
go ahead, boys.
Yeah, that joint was crazy.
Bars leave 16 scars. Soft body rappers that die hard, you retards. Rhyming nowadays like you reading off of flashcards. I flip styles, so I spit flows with crash bars. Shifty with the flows on the track like NASCARs. Above average, so I'm never under par. PSK, what does that mean? Pin still killing, watch us write a murder scene. Spitting COVID-16s on the track with the Queen Kula. The old schooler, I'm back like Rick the Ruler. Handlebars, yeah, maybe on a 10-speed bike, but never handlebars on the mic. Scooby-Doo rappers, they see me come and yell yikes. These bitch-ass rappers, I eat them like Mike and Ice. Me and Kula, the Queen Kong, we rip shit. Yeah, Kula, kill them, empty the whole clip.
Yeah, boys, I put my pen on the paper. Clack, clack. What? Click, click. Chill tip, baby. That's how bars come out. Ooh, they just don't know what we be doing with this pen game, dude.
PSK, what does that mean?
Pin still killing, watch us write a murder scene.
PSK, what does that mean?
Pin still killing, watch us write a murder scene.
In this place, I displace or replace your weak balls with strong arms while you pick up your face. In this case, I'm the queen supremacist. Now I get the rock on the track with the boom bap chemist. What you talking about, Willis? I'm old school killing, MJ thrilling, MJ beat thigh boots high healing it. Go to an open mic, Merc 88 kill billing it. Balls, he ill with it, and I be willing to bet that this dynamic duo was one you never forget. Fuck around and make a bitch wig sweat. Coming for the cooler, ain't a bitch done being yet. The way I spit, you think I stay vexed. I ain't even hit my apex. Boss text me, go hard, and I text back. Say less. Flex when I vex, I say it with my chest. And then I murder competition, then I turn around and say next.
Hey, yo, Queen, I don't think they understand. You know what I'm saying? If we rip shit, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We cock back and catch them slipping. Bang! In your cranium, bitch. You know what I'm saying? It's Boss Nice and Queen Kula. You know what I'm saying? Queen Kong. You know what I'm saying? And we bringing that ratchet shit. You know what I'm saying? Right straight to your motherfucking cranium, bitch.
PSK, what does that mean?
Pin still killing, watch us write a murder scene.
PSK, what does that mean?
Pen still killing, watch us write a murder scene.
PSK, what does that mean?
Pen still killing, watch us write a murder scene.
PSK, what does that mean?
Pen still killing, watch us write a murder scene. Watch us write a murder scene.
Yeah, Bars was like, yeah, we gonna kill this. Kula, we gonna kill this. And I was like, yeah, we are gonna kill this.
K.
Because it was such a long
PSK.
it was a long awaited project that we had. I mean, we talked about doing this collab almost 6 months, almost a year.
Yeah, because it was first it was like a conscious joint that we did together.
Okay.
Then Boss was like, yeah, let's do something different. And I was like, what you mean?
You want to go hard?
I was like, nah, we gotta do something.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, we can do that. All right, so now we got this joint called Sheesh. And this is by my friend Dirt the General featuring Poncho. Now, Dirt is from North Carolina. Dirt is also another 40-plus rapper. So let's check out this joint called Sheesh. I wonder what's this going to be about. Sheesh. Come on, play for me. There we go.
No. Everyone that say they're on board, they won't go. Everyone that say they got talent, they can't flow. We jumping out the window this time, Geronimo. Not bragging, but I'm boasting. We're taking over, yes, coast to coasting. Any competition roll up, we smoking. Slow motion, better than no motion. No, I'm not a rapper, I'm a body snatcher. Potato the shot, you clap me, and then I party after. Practice my craft, it became a master. Living Poncho natural disasters. System and accurate. Don't let nobody tell you what you can't do. The overstepping boundaries, the underhand you. Tell them take a seat if they can't stand you. Don't ever let an enemy get close enough to plan you. I was a youngster, grown man, making moves, dropping jewels. Since tragedy was sinking grand grooves. Hunting monsters, out the van, making hell scene. First to come out the swing before the bell ring. Hot shell stings, no L's for these kings. 2 ears, 1 mouth, no I won't tell a thing. We cut from a different cloth. Your mouth right to check your ass, couldn't pay the cost. You lost. Call it conspiracy, Manchurian candidate. Hit you with the type of ball you just can't penetrate. This man's great, watch spectators spectate. Even in my current state, warranty I regulate. Inhale L's and watch me levitate. Give birth to a day, I get cake and celebrate. Coming to America, I bring my Simbi to a date. Been had skills since now, call and say, give me breaks. No. Everyone that say they're on board, they won't go. Everyone that say they got talent, they can't flow. We jumping out the window this time, Geronimo. Not bragging, but I'm boasting. We're taking over, yes, coast to coasting. Any competition roll up, we smoke. Slow motion, better than no motion. Yo, skeleton group in the closet, ready to let them out so they can go eat the target. You can keep the starter. I'd rather feel the rain and the pain from them hardened individuals parting. You know them real niggas who walk with drop charges. Who did he cop a plea, make a deal and try to bargain? You ran in 2 weeks, face the fight with squadron. Your sentence is death for what you done to the sergeant. All you do is cook statements. When I walk in the room, I don't smell nothing but bacon. You like was shaking, nothing clown. Except you getting some rounds, probably put in a spot that's never found. You stepped upon the rules to separate the king from fools, to separate the chef from food. Yo, these Jews are authentic, like blood diamonds is soaked in it. You augmented truth to cope with it. I'm certified dope with it, like a fiend with no hope. Cause they don't really want that smoke, and neither do you. I came with a Nina or two, and junk in the trunk is Luke and the 2 Live crew. And it's ready to pop pussies. You out of your league. What the deal, playboy? You afraid to bleed? You a pop on a rookie. Kick you in your chest and yell out, this is Sparta. You can die your martyr. When you tried to barter and half go down the prices, I was with real little wings ripping in the corner. That's why my passion harder. Maybe your godfather. I'm Dirt Corleone with Capone type knowledge. So listen up, Fredo. I'm telling shit that they don't know. You the main reason the fam won't grow. I tried to be polite, but you wanted the spotlight. So this the part of the movie where everyone must go. No. Everyone that say they're on board, they won't go. Everyone that say they got talent, they can't flow. We jumping out the window this time, Geronimo. Not bragging, but I'm boasting. We're taking over, yes, coast to coasting. Any competition roll up, we smoking. Slow motion, better than no motion.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that one real quick. Oh, no. Yeah, let's talk about that one real quick. That was my dude, Dirt the General, featuring Poncho from North Carolina. Now, you heard the layers in it, right? You heard the depth in it, right? It's like no way you could. You can't do that over those kind of beats, those kind of things like that.
You know, you gotta have substance. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have substance.
You couldn't put no fluffy lyrics over a beat like that.
You gotta match it.
Yes.
Facts.
Yeah, and I think he did an awesome. Him and Poncho did an awesome job matching that jump because the beat, the company of the boom bap with that beat, I could tell they like that was you feel that boom bap.
Exactly. It was his content.
Right. Exactly. Man. Yeah.
It was a nice.
Everything fit, and it won't just, you know what I mean? It was street, but it won't, you know what I mean?
It was adult.
Yeah.
It was adult.
There you go. It won't fluffy, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And
it's a conversation.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's a conversation.
Yes, it was very adult. Speaking of very adult, we about to go into Radio B and Skinny Hendrix with this Arrest the Killers of Breonna
Oh, yeah,
Taylor.
Yeah.
John Mattingly, them some cold-blooded murderers. Brett Hankinson, them some cold-blooded murderers. Miles Cosgrove, some cold-blooded murderers. Arrest the killers of Breonna Taylor. This is not no fucking knock-knock joke. You hardly knock, but you pop through the door. Got popped in your leg, just like you should when you breaking and entering. Plain clothes, you ain't make no resemblance. You was intruders. What was your purpose when you murdered that essential worker? When you put holes in somebody's daughter, somebody order. Shit. The system makes me sick. Between my rights and my life, what it makes me pick. What being black feel like. Can't even sleep in our bed, cause it's only matter of time we reenact that night. DA rehearse y'all lines and tell you what not to say, cause they ain't plan on pressing charges. These the games they play. Don't even see us as humans or as people they ruin. All this evil they doing, all this deceiving they doing. How do y'all look in the mirror? Do you wash your face? Is it business as usual? Do you not feel disgrace? Do you not feel the burden of the lives you take? Do our dead black bodies satisfy y'all hate? It won't no war on drugs, just a war on blacks. Anybody tell you different, that's a war on facts. Then this shit gets deeper. When you enter this statement, they say that couple was a target over gentrification. Won't no misunderstanding where y'all found that line. Whole system predatory, y'all compound y'all crimes, and you sick and proud of it. Fuck it, you don't pretend to hide. It's classic American motherfucking genocide. John Mattingly, them some cold-blooded murderers. Brett Hankinson, them some cold-blooded murderers. Miles Cosgrove, some cold-blooded murderers. Arrest the killers of Breonna Taylor. John Mattingly, them some cold-blooded murderers. Brett Hankinson, them some cold-blooded murderers. Miles Cosgrove, some cold-blooded murderers. Arrest the killers of Breonna Taylor.
Definitely one of my favorites to hear on the playlist. I feel real proud of this VA artist playlist. I'm not gonna lie. I feel real proud of putting this joint together and making it real effective, because when people come in and I show it all, they be like, who is that?
Right.
Who is that?
Right.
And you ain't know. These are VA artists
exactly
that we're listening to. I don't know what you thought you was gonna hear on my show, but shout out to Radio. Are you doing a cipher?
Nah.
Are you doing it anytime this year?
Nah. I'm dropping an album next month.
Okay, let's talk about that.
Yeah.
What's the album about? Who you working with? Who's the collabos? Who the producers? Spill the tea. Spill it.
The album is called Shoot Till You Run Out of Neighbors. It'll be
What?
Yeah.
Explain, Lucy.
Well,
Explain.
it's a duality.
Explain.
I mean, it's basically, stay true to yourself and always stay true to yourself. And those who are disingenuous will soonly separate themselves from you. So shoot till you run out of neighbors.
Okay.
And it's an acronym for my name, Styron.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Shout
I
out
was
to my
like,
homie
Styron.
Doc Strange for the
Styron.
title.
Styron? What is Styron?
Man.
I saw that the other day. I was like, what is Styron? I was
Yeah,
like, okay.
that's
He'll let me know
my
today.
born name. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
But again, like Bars said, it's I'm in competition with myself, so I'm always trying to outdo me. You know what I mean? So, or be a better version than I was yesterday. So, this joint is crazy. I got collabos wise. I got a joint with Illa Styles and Tone Red.
Ooh, good old Tone.
That's crazy.
Shout out to Tone Red and Ella Styles, RVA Rapper League.
Yeah. Got a collab with my boy Spade that's going to really shock some people. That's going to be the second single. The first single's already out. Y'all heard that, which is Believe in Yourself.
Yes.
Also, got a few. Who else I got on there, man? I got John Day.
Okay.
Joe Dozier
Shout
brother.
out to the shooter.
As well as.
Shout out to the shooter.
Legendary, rest in peace, Joe Dozier.
Nice.
We was actually in the process of mixing down that record when I got the news that day.
Wow.
And it's crazy.
That's extra hitting home.
Yeah, because we were talking about the video, and the song we did is real deep. I want to miss him. Oh, my father's on the record.
Nice.
And my brother, he's.
Oh, this gonna be real.
Yeah, it's definitely dope. Also got y'all know I was signed to Rap a Lot back in the day, and me and Bushwick did some music before he passed, so I got a record with him on it.
Oh, you pulling out all the stuff.
My man J Mac is also on there. Doing his thing.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Well, we about to go into your joint too old for hip hop.
Yeah.
But we do that. We gotta take a commercial break. Well, not a commercial break. I just gotta shout out the sponsors. Shout out to AARP for holding us down at the www.oasisbroadcastingnetwork.com. This is where you can find this show live right now. You can also download the app, OBN Media app right now. You can listen to the show. Or you could go back and see some of the older podcasts. Also, Oasis Broadcasting Network is on the Facebook Live page. So you can be checking me out there as well as the Thursday podcast Facebook Live page. All right. Shout out to also Rosie's for anybody that got an awesome gambling addiction. They're open all the time. Dominion Energy for keeping us nice and warm and toasty on a lightly slow frosted day. Shout out to Mother Nature for giving us some of that snow. And shout out to Oasis Broadcasting Network. Anybody need any type of podcasting recording, podcasting instruction, please contact Sweet Lou at www.oasisbroadcastingnetwork.com, and he'll be more than happy to help you with your podcasting needs. I need to shout out two of my sponsors, Drea's Dope Desserts, which is me. So, yeah, see how easy I work that in? Drea's Dope Dessert is a new sponsor of the Thursday podcast. So, if you need any of your uninfused or infused treats, holla at dreasdopedesserts.com. Yeah, website just went up. Right. Also, to Dr. Booker of the NCLEX Review, any nurses looking to get tutelage going into and coming out of nursing school to do your state boards, please contact Dr. Corliss Booker at 318-349-2286, and she will help you with all your nursing tutoring needs. So, back to the show. We're going to drop this joint with Mr. Stad. This joint is called Too Old for Hip Hop.
Yeah. You turn the track up. Wow. French. We good. French. Let's go. You some boys say I'm too old, I need to stop rapping. It's like telling Denzel he need to stop acting. It's like telling Chris Rock you need to stop joking, or telling Snoop Dogg you need to stop smoking. Look, you as young as you feel, not as young as you act. That's why you never find me in skinny jeans and snapbacks. Cause 40 ain't the new 20, it's still the same 40. This is for the pioneers and cats that came before me. I'm doing what I'm made to do, and what I do is catered to cats my own age that smoked their first J in 82. You love hip-hop and hate what the game is changing to, and radio ain't even playing music that relates to you. Cause Kanye's out of touch, Eminem's depressing, and Jay-Z keep rapping like we ain't in a recession. Rick Ross be bragging about Maybachs and G5s, and the way Gucci write his rhymes, you would think that he 5. This is for my homies driving to work in an old Nova, trying hard to keep their houses out of foreclosure. Feeling like the whole industry's ignoring you, cause these Twilight rappers can't relate to what you going through. But you ain't over the hill, you just close to the real. This is for all of the lost soldiers in the field. These young boys laugh when they ask my age, and I'm still twice as nice as rappers half my age. And I still spit bars for the love of it. Homie, I'm still cool with a few bloods and a couple crips. Still hold heat like an oven mitt. But now I go to Bible study with cats I used to hustle with. And now I got new fans that's listening to my old stuff. Cause they say them young boys be on the same old stuff. When young cats be in the club, they start trouble, don't it? When cats my age be in the club, it's cause we own it. And this is for the gatekeepers, your gym teachers, old hustlers that became preachers. For the family man that used to thug, homie, this is the type of rap that you used to love. What's up? And this is about as real as it's gonna go. It's that Ice Cube, America's most wanted flow. That Malcolm Jamal, get at me, dawg. When I'm alone in my room, sometimes I stare at the wall flow. Just accept it and smile. I'm trying to bring you back that feeling you ain't felt in a while. The same way you felt when Radio Raheem died and Do the Right Thing. How you felt when you saw them cops beating Rodney King. How you felt when you told your girl you was in love, homie. How you felt the first time you met the plug, homie. This is strictly for my 40 and above, homies. This is for us, this is for what it was, homie. For the hustlers making sure that we all eat. To the protesters trying to occupy Wall Street. For the cat that did 25 and just got parole. You went in as a child, but you coming home grown. For all my homies old enough to miss Big and Pac, but you never too old to uplift the block. You ain't too old to get shot or get locked. So homie, how they gon' tell you too old for hip-hop? These young niggas say I'm too old. Stop rapping. These young boys need to stop acting. You old, you too old. You wrong. Still twice as nice as him. Half my age. This is for all of the lost soldiers in the field. You just close to the real. What's up? What's up? What's up? And this is about as real as it's gonna get. This is gonna get. This is gonna get. This is gonna get. This is gonna get.
You have touched my soul with that one. Shout out to Randy Wilson listening. Okay, Randy, I just put in an idea. I think Randy got an idea. He just put up like 4 light bulbs.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I watched his podcast the other day, and now it's like, I want to do like what Randy does.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Randy,
Shout
man.
out to Randy. Shout out to everybody tuning in on the Thursday Facebook live page right now. Shout out to my girl Laura Clark up in Houston.
Hey.
I got your Zeta socks on mine. Just want to let you know. Got your Zeta socks. So we talked about earlier how we know the industry can't finagle us because we grew up with this art form. We cultivated this art form.
Right.
How can you take advice from a millennial, gen, whatever they are, when we grew up with it? We know. So with that being said, what's the move? How do we get our generation that's tired at 9:30? Don't come out. Don't do all the streams and the apps and the TikTok and stuff like that. How do we get? But they want hip hop.
Right.
They don't want to listen to Jay Over because, you know, they didn't memorize the whole blueprint.
Right.
And they memorize all the Biggie joints. But they want to hear fresh, new boom bap.
Right.
How do you get them to listen? How do you get them to support? How do you get them to come on board?
That is a very good question. You got to take all those things in consideration when you're doing it, because, and this is just for me. For me personally, I make my music free, and the reason I do that is because ain't nobody making money off of music these days like that. Anyway,
Right. Okay.
So, and I look at from a marketing standpoint, our generation. Oh no, you good? Our generation, our generation doesn't have the disposable income that the buying audience has. Our generation has more responsibilities, mortgages,
But I think that would
things
mean
like that.
Okay, so when people say, "What's your demographic?" Cool. My demographic is women over 32, 30, 34.
Right,
That demographic, because that demographic has a higher entrepreneur rate, higher degree rate, single motherhood,
right,
meaning they have to have a certain type of income.
right.
Okay, which means they have a buying power.
This is true.
They have a buying power. I think our demographic has a really good
But
buying
you're also
power.
looking at women. Women gonna
This
buy
is true.
anyway. Women gonna buy anyway. I look at it from a male point because most of the people who do, I found, listen to what I'm doing, the type of music I do, are mostly dudes.
Okay.
And dudes ain't buying music. A female will buy the same CD over and over
I
because she
bought
don't want it.
Lawrence 5 times.
Thank you.
I
That's
bought
my
Lawrence
point.
5 times.
But dudes ain't buying, especially now. Now back when we came up, yeah, dudes would buy music. But now when you start making it free, dudes is like, yo, they're not spending that bread.
Okay.
So I mean, my thing is, for us, I mean, as far as getting the music out, that is the challenge. You know what I mean? Is you have to be social media savvy and keep yourself in the on the social media platforms that they are at. You know what I mean?
Right.
The 30, 40 plus crowd. Most of them ain't on, whatever new stuff. Most of them on Facebook.
Most of them Facebook, Instagram. That's it.
Instagram. They're not on Snapchat
If
like
they doing
that.
Twitter,
you know
it's because they extra.
Yeah.
But that's it. I don't even do Twitter. It's
Facebook
tiring.
and,
It's
you know what I mean?
exhausting. I can't do it.
And building that relationship.
Right.
You know what I mean? And not just treating it like a buyer-consumer type thing. You know what I mean? Building that relationship with your audience. In just every little aspect. Send them a happy birthday thing. And you know what I mean? And stuff, little simple stuff. Like I had to do with me today, bringing up an old record that I did almost 20 years ago. And he was like, yo, I've been looking for it on social media. I said, well, yo, send me your email. I'll send it to you. You know what I'm saying?
And you know that it's reaching people like when you, because like he's saying, like I had to do it in Boston. I mean, he lives all the way in Vancouver, Columbia, Vancouver, Canada somewhere. Like, yo, man, I love your music. And I'm like,
right, yeah.
Canada, you know what I'm saying? Like,
and we gotta put like a perspective on things. Like, we know that our particular audience may not be coming out to see events and stuff like that.
yeah.
But we have to internalize our perspective and say, like you just said, it's reaching them though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I don't, and it's still tricky. I'm still trying to understand it myself, to be honest with you. I just keep, and we got to think outside the box. That's why I started the Motivation Mondays. You got the Thursday, stuff like that.
Hey, we taking over the week.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. I think
taking
somebody
over the
else
week.
got a Tuesday and a Friday. I mean, so, you know what I mean? Yeah. But you just got to think outside the box and keep feeding them, man. And,
That's the beautiful thing about hip hop in general is that hip hop it evolves.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's always been the thing about hip hop. What I love about hip hop, it's like now it's, and that's what we were talking about before, the music.
I think what you and your crew do is something.
Shady Boots. Shout out to
Right.
Shady Boots.
That is that.
And
that
that's a 40 plus,
speaks
and that's
right.
a 40 plus thing
You're
too.
speaking right to them.
Right.
You
Most
know what I'm
of
saying?
us
Because
are
you're in
40
the
plus.
same. You go to the spots, the grocery stores, and all those spots where they're at. You know what I'm saying? So you doing exactly what needs to be done to reach that demographic in every way. You know what I'm saying?
That makes me feel good.
No, that's real though.
That makes me feel like, okay, all right.
I be mad. I be missing them. I don't know when they. I'm like, what? How do people know? I'm like, yo, I just see videos pop up and then it's there. I'm like, well, yo,
we
y'all
just gonna
send me,
have to. And see, that's the thing.
I was like, yo, can y'all send me a flyer or something?
I think it was Mom Michelle's.
That's where we're gonna be. Starting in March, we'll be doing monthly parking lot pull-ups.
But y'all gotta tell me what.
Okay. All
I'm
right.
like, yo, I would love to come see. I'm like, but it just be popping up. And I'm
Literally.
like, yo,
in the parking lot.
I'm like, I didn't see nothing on. I go through Kula. I said, hold up, now I go through Kula page. I don't see no flyer.
Yo, bars. You don't see no flyers on my page.
I do see. Yeah,
I ain't seen.
Man, I am a promoting fanatic.
I know that. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, well, how do I miss it? It don't flop on my timeline.
It's
somebody.
these algorithms.
Yeah,
it's
that's
really the algorithms.
Or either I do see it sometime maybe like a day later.
And it's the weird is everybody sees it afterwards. Like, what was this? So it's hard for me to figure out how to make sure people see it at least a couple of days or at least a week in advance.
What you might have to do, put a video announcement up. You know what I mean?
Okay.
A week in advance. Hey, Shady Boots, we're gonna be at blah blah blah.
That's what's up. Oh,
you know
Poppy
what I mean?
just gave me the listener market. So right now we are we're doing big numbers in Richmond, Petersburg, second in Norfolk and Portsmouth, third in Washington, D.C., and then, fourth, New York coming up on the 4th, and Baltimore right after that. Then top international city, San Juan.
Whoa, Puerto Rico.
Adeba, what?
Adeba.
Adeba. Middle East. Okay, all right. Okay. Belgrade. Poppy, why you give me all this stuff? I can't pronounce, man. Shout out to the international cities that I can't pronounce. There's a lot of consonants next to each other. I can't pronounce this stuff. Top countries: United States, Ethiopia coming in second, Puerto Rico, Serbia in fourth, and Bosnia and Sudan coming in a tie at fifth. Okay. Yay! Thank you for the listeners. Thank you for everybody.
Congratulations.
Tuning in.
Congratulations.
What's going on, son? Talk to me. My son is in the background and he needs some attention. What's going on, son? You need mommy right now? No? Okay. I love you, son. Okay, we good? Okay, right.
You done put them on blast.
I had to put them on blast. That's how you get them to stop. Yeah. Make sure you tune into www.Oasis Broadcasting Network tomorrow for the La Gigi and Elo show coming to you from 4 to 6. Then after that, we have the Latin and Jazz Salsa Festival, 96.9 FM and 1340 AM. Then again on Saturday from 12:30 to 3:30, we have the Latin and Jazz Salsa show with Sweet Daddy Lou. He's my favorite. Bang, 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 bang. Bang, 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 bang. Bang, 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 bang. 96.9 FM and 1340 AM. Don't forget, coming up February 6th. Okay. The Shop Black pop-up. Okay. Members of Shady Boots will be performing. That's 4354 South Laburnum Avenue. Okay. At the Sunday dinner brunch buffet place. So it's Shop Black pop-up. Plethora of African-American owned vendors ranging from healthcare products to books to merchandise to food. I'll be up there with Drea's Dope Desserts vendor and table. So from 12 to 5 on February 6th, it's a Shop Black pop-up. Come through, support the people of the community, support the brunch buffet, which is really dope. Mimosas, shoe crazy, have wine on deck. It's an awesome, awesome thing. What else do I have to talk about? I talked about the sponsors. Coming up in February at Nutty Buttery, February 19th, we solidify the date. Make sure you look out for What That Mouth Do lip sync battle coming up in the city. So that's going to be, What That Mouth Do lip sync battle. Yes. Shout out to Radio B, Spielberg, and Name Brand for the RVA Rap Elite. That cypher is coming up February 7th. It will be a closed setting, but they will be streaming live on Instagram. February 7th, the cypher. Your girl is in it. My homegirl Simone is in it. Madam V is in it. Shout out to the ladies in the cypher. Shout out to you. Right now, we're about to go into J.D. Hayes featuring Bo Jackson and Zakia. I heard this joint the other night at Will Spain's event.
The Ancient Order MCs.
What is this joint called? Unk Funk. This is my boy J.D. Hayes. Talk to him, J.D.
experience or reach a mob rapper. Doing better on an eternal quest to know. Gratitude and humility increase the blessings flow. Cultivation of the spirit through lessons to make us grow. Bond strengthening, close like the blood in my jugular. Supreme man, from a thought into molecular. God body, country boy in the secular. Reinforce the armor, stronger for the campaign. In the devil's domain, we are forced to do our thing. Debauchery on high, righteousness is something strange. Perilous time, sipping poisonous wine. Yet we still keep it pushing on a glorious grind. Watch that zombie black man and that notorious swang. And on this level of life and let that light just shine. This that positive darkness combined with the divine. You rockin' with the joyous noise that sure shot sublime. To the G-Funk, now this that funk, that A1 funk. The ancient order of them seeds make the place jump. Front, back, side to side with that funk.
I'm on the road to the riches, I'm trying to keep it centered. Like Anthony Davis, my fate is adjacent. With the hate that I'm facing, I'm making them atheists. Don't disrespect the God, I intercept the vibes and transform them to dinner. I need some extra sides. I'm optimistic about my prime like a Decepticon. I'm so in touch with my soul, I could detect the bomb. While jacking a black van and I ran with the chopper out the window on Burgundy desert sands. It gets deep like the heart of a black man. It gets deep like the stomach of a black woman. Or when her intuition telling her you up to something. Your inhibitions got you lying to your brother's frontin'. You want attention, I'm getting it and I'm never stunting. I'm so live, retro or gold vibe. Cold, 30 below, got more pride. My hieroglyphics may be different, a gift to expose lies. To the G-Funk, now this that funk, that A1 funk. The ancient order of them seeds make the place jump. Front, back, side to side with that funk. Original recipe, pro-life to the death of me. Weaponized sexuality deployed aggressively. Protect our children especially from that low-down, dirty beast, demonic, perverted treachery. My every inch, my every fiber, my last breath. Touch any one of ours, bismillah, that's death. That's on the netters and all the attributes we manifest. Many men, many sticks, and we come to hunt and shoot. We bring it to you in the name of the realest pantheon, official most high gods, the righteous killers, the righteous fillers, the sons and the daughters. Navigate in the street that's flooded with troubled waters. Necessary by all means. A spiritual base is necessary in all things. Verily, verily, crush the adversary. I'm a Jah soldier, metaphysical, military, black power, holy roller. Ashe, ashe, ashe. To the G-Funk, now this that funk, that A1 funk. The ancient order of them seeds make the place jump. Front, back, side to side with that funk.
Put the D in the dub, now Wimp City rocks. Spin the block, watch the middies knock 10 city blocks. Got the formula, it's funky like the diggy diggy dot. Hop a wind up with a thick kitty, pretty bitty arch. Resolved to be the best, that's when they call you a vet. The game, my bad, skin it, y'all balls through the net. Sick as sin, citizen, give a sickle slide cut to these little lame losers who just live to ride nuts. Critiquing, criticize until that critic side stuck. Left in critical condition until that critic side shut. But they have to listen here, instead he have to get it clear. To infinity, you're gone, let me snap snap, you disappear. Quit asking if it's weird to walk and talk severe. Big boss get money off the block like an auctioneer. Yeah. Now I'm planning on high commas, killing everything in one punch, man, like Saitama. When I hit the booth, it's a murder show. Making haters lose balance, call it vertigo. If your grind can't get it, what you're working for? Old school, rule the world, dog, it's Curtis Blow, let them know. What we doing, dog? What we doing, dog? What we doing, dog? What we doing, dog? Hip-hop is so cliche, but you know it's heavy still. Every kiss begins with K, but so does every kill. But let me switch it up to speak candidly flush. To be solo, I didn't plan to be, and my sanity's crushed. What I miss about academies, understandably trust. Stuck staring at ourselves, cause that family's us. Gotta, might destruct, just quickly the pain will hit me. The dub is back, exactly an angel with me. Not a game I pitch black, that's beyond light. And your ass should've seen it, that be hindsight. What I beyond Mike's attitude, free on ice. They gasp for the illumination, that's neon lights. Try sleeping on my squad now, we be the dream team. You can check my background, I don't need a green screen. Khaled came to win, sir, said all you do is win, sir. The flow is water, check the wave and you ain't gotta win, sir. When I hit the booth, it's a murder show. Making haters lose balance, call it vertigo. If your grind can't get it, what you're working for? Old school, rule the world, dog, it's Curtis Blow, let them know. What we doing, dog? What we doing, dog? What we doing, dog? What we doing, dog? To be honest, it's a challenge. Balance, promise, mixed with malice. See, I'm too nice with the words, so it compliments the talent. But I be to the truth, trust it be through the roof. Even though it's case closed, keep the key to the booth. What I be to the group, and MC to the boot. And I only say my name cause I'm a G to the root. Who give them something new cause they love what I do. Throw the dub in the dub, that's a W2. Apex predator, I'm everyone combined. To define the kind of predator, R. Kelly comes to mind. Dimes. Get excited, you should have seen this guy rap. High up the contact and caught a buzz like a Venus flytrap. Highest digits everywhere, my hits biggest everywhere. Trending topic getting spins like it's fidgets everywhere. Keep it short and sweet, polite midgets everywhere. Flip out the house so like shit is everywhere, yeah. When I hit the booth, it's a murder show. Making haters lose balance, call it vertigo. If your grind can't get it, what you're working for? Old school, rule the world, dog, it's Curtis Blow, let them know. What we doing, dog? What we doing, dog? What we doing, dog? What we doing, dog?
I feel like we should know what sample the MC Light joint came from. I can't. Are we on Oasis Broadcasting Facebook page right now? Yes. I don't see it.
You should be on there. Go to the website. You can punch it right up.
Okay, thanks. I was looking on the Facebook one. But anyway. Okay, cool beans. All right, so we are back at www.oasisbroadcastingnetwork.com. I am your host, Kula Voncile, on the Thursday podcast. Special guest today, Style Lynch and Bars Nice. And we are still talking about foundation of hip-hop, ageism in hip-hop, and how we 40-plus MCs can do better that are trying to cultivate the youth. So like for instance, when you have to be a ballerina dancer, you have to go back. Russian ballerinas, English, older school American ballerinas. You had to learn the foundation, Barishnikov, and all those kind of ballerinas. When you learn jazz, you have to go old school and learn those kind of. When you do rock, you go old school and learn that. Why is hip hop so different in a genre of the other music genres? Why is hip hop so different with ageism, sexism, racism? What is it about hip hop that it makes it so different than every other genre?
You don't want to hear my answer.
Yes, I do. That's why.
I'll
Guess
let
why I
Bars
know.
go
Bars go first because something tells me Sty got a soliloquy. He about to let us know.
I'm gonna just be brutally honest.
What is it?
We have allowed white people to dictate to us what black people want to hear. Period. We allow these artists get in there and allow white people to tell them they get. You start off as a dope rapper. You doing it for all the right reasons. Once you get in that door, then they start to tell you, hey man, why don't you Make a song like this, or make a song like that. People want to hear. They don't want to hear that knowledge all the time, man. They want to hear something in the club. They want you to, say something for the women. We have allowed them. And I say that we allowed them to take the voice of our culture and manipulate it. We are the only music that speaks destruction into our own people.
True.
You don't hear that in country music. You don't hear that in rock music. You gonna turn on rock radio, they praising a women. You turn on country radio, they praising a women. We are the only ones that speak destruction and death into our own community on a daily basis. Now imagine how, what you say about yourself is what you ultimately think about yourself.
Right.
And so when you're a young boy riding around, listening to this music all day, what are you thinking? You know what I mean?
Yeah, because it can be embedded.
Right.
Like advertising.
It's subliminally
over
embedded.
and over and over.
You gotta take our generation, for instance. I mean,
yes.
Like, I mean, just from being in that era, we learned so much. Hip hop taught people like me, you know what I'm saying, but more than what like we talked about this before. I think you and I. About
we did.
Learn in your own household, what you can learn in church, what you can learn in school. I mean, it was things that we were learning from hip hop that nobody was talking about. Our real and true history of who we were as a people. Right. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
You see, that's why
they didn't care at that time. No. Because they didn't know the value of it at that time, because rappers weren't selling quadruple platinum at that time.
And I think too, hip hop was still in
the embryo stage. Yeah, it was the baby stage. It was the fetus stage. So.
Oh my God! Remember we could hear like 1 hour a week.
Yeah.
Like when I told some young, I be like, "Yo, you don't understand."
Man,
they were like, why do y'all go so hard? Why do y'all?
Didn't you know why? Because they have grown up spoiled. They live in a world where everything is marketed and pushed around hip hop music. You can't turn on the TV and not find something that's promoted and marketed by hip hop. You know what I'm saying? They have grown up in a society where you got 24-hour hip hop radio. We didn't have it.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
They grow up in a society where now with the digital age, music is instant. Like I said, they are spoiled, so they don't know when Run DMC drop a single. First of all, like you said, you're only gonna hear it one time a day, and then you gotta wait 3 months for that album or the single to drop in the record store, and you got to get up, go out your house, and go to a record store.
Like, I remember growing
you know
up,
what I'm saying?
I mean, and thank God, shout out to Lady B, because growing up in Philly, it was Lady B. She had a show that came on every Sunday on Power 99, and she started her show every Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
She would say, it's the Lady B show, start your tapes.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you had your boom box. And
Yeah.
And she would come out, if it was something hot and new, it would come out, world, for me.
Right.
Everybody sitting around, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah,
and you had to record that,
I
man.
remember putting tape over my mom's, I was getting in
And it'd
trouble.
be the dirtiest recording in the world, but you played it till the tape popped.
Yep.
And speaking of that, shout out to Richmond's own Z-Rock crew, El Bravador, DJ MC
Shout out
Fresh,
to El
Sir
Bravador.
RJ, Chris Brooks from the B-side, all the cats that did the same thing for us back in the day and gave us hip-hop on an AM station, WKIE, you know what I mean, when regular FM was not playing it. So shout out to the forefathers of that, man, and also the cats, Mike Strebe was at 90.1, doing the same thing, man. But yeah, it's a different passion that we have for it. You know what I mean? Because we had to fight for it. They didn't.
We did.
We had to call the radio stations and all. It was people protesting.
Yes, they
literally
protest. Like,
you know what I mean?
We get this more?
We boycotted the Grammys the first time. You know what I
Yes.
mean? So we have a different appreciation for it. They grow up, they spoiled to it. It's all around you. And it's so easy now.
It is
Back
beyond
then, you
easy.
couldn't say you rap if you didn't have bars.
This SoundCloud here.
You
and
couldn't
Reverb
come out
Nation
to
here
say
and everything. Here.
Nobody could just say they rap.
You had to prove it.
You had to prove that. Now anybody can say they rap.
Like we was talking about the verses, how they, you got a whole month and a half to prepare. It was like,
Oh
you
yeah,
saw
yeah,
a dude,
on site.
You said
yeah.
you was nice. He said, yo, you be
You
at a-
battle right there.
Yo, what's up,
They
man?
won't know. Yo, well look, man, we got.
Let me get my phone.
Now, don't get me wrong. I like the battle. I like the URL battles, but when we came up, because I was in the battle rap, I was in the Blaze battles and all that stuff. Yo, you didn't know who you was going up against. It was on site.
Yeah.
Yo.
You couldn't prepare.
Won't no preparation.
You couldn't prepare. You couldn't find out
That's
about
what
their
was
baby
wild to
mama and
me
stuff
when I did the Rapidly joint. When I found out I had a month to prepare, I was like, whoa, hold up, bro.
They be talking mad cash
Yo,
in the chat room.
Yo. Yeah, because Radio B was sending, shout out to Radio B, man, because he was putting up funny posts like, yo, man, y'all better check on style. And I'm just like, no, bruh. I got a month. You know what I can do in a month?
In a month, like
what?
Sit and marinate
I
on it.
literally called Rage and was like, yo, you know they giving me a month? She was like, wow, you get ready to kill him. I said, yo, they don't even know. I said, they have no idea. A whole month?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Because I had to do the Thursdays every week.
Right, I know.
So I was like, oh, shit, I got to get ready for next week. And then you're ready for next week. And they was like, yeah, next month. I was like, what?
Yeah,
next
bruh.
month.
I was
you
like...
mean, because the Cypher rap groups on Facebook that we're in, it was like, all right, have your verse ready for next week. And you had to literally be ready, had your joint recorded, send it in, and be ready to battle these cats from wherever in less than a couple of days type stuff. And it was like, all right. So I did get tickled.
Yo, I was like, a month?
We all got the same beat.
Yo, I was like, wow, this is going to be fun. and it was, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know, it's just a different passion, man. You know, I think we have for it. We like you said, we grew up with it. It was our first love. We literally loved and love hip hop. You know what I mean? It's not, and we don't look at it from a money aspect when we came into it, start rapping. And a lot of these young dudes, they look at it literally just for a money aspect. And that's fine, but don't get mad at me for having a deeper passion for it. Or don't look at me crazy because, nah, man, I don't care if I make another dime. I'm still doing it.
Pretty much.
You know what I'm saying? I love what I do.
I mean, like, for me, like, even after not doing it for so long, I walked away from it for like 20-something years. I just, you know, I always wrote, but it never died. I thought it died. You know what I'm saying? And then one day, it's like, yo, like, I got to do this.
I had a huge gap, too, like 20 plus years as well. Huge gap, like from like 95 to 7 years ago.
I was about to have a break, and then that's where It's a Problem came from.
Okay.
I was like, yo, if this is going to be my farewell, then
no,
everybody going to get it. and then that just, you know, that turned everything around. So, you know.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to listen to a joint by Sean Majors. Shout out to Sean Majors. He just sent this joint called Japan. And I think it's an acronym for something. Just another pimp ass nigga. Right, Japan. Just another pimp ass.
Being out here, there's no choice, man. I'd rather be out here. In there, you can't get nothing but cigarettes and commissary. If ain't nobody sending to you, that's the only thing you can hustle. You can hustle with cash money. That's right. If you ain't married, you ain't gonna get no pussy. I'm a pimp who like money, pussy, and everything.
Blowing on my Cuban, boss flow smooth with the top down. The game never stops now, it's how you move and traffic gives you passage. Elevate, bypass you average. Businessman, right past you bastards. International though, flow connected. Cartel when I speak, most respected. Anything less is unheard of. Hustlers cold, the Rhea. Low with the price, social network. Cause real bosses know the true net worth. Spill liquor in Vegas suites. Discreet nights with the meet and greet. Entrepreneur, equal opportunity. The game birthed me, baby, it's who I be. I'm so North Philly fresh.
It's major, baby. It's major, baby.
I'm so North Philly fresh.
It's major, baby. It's major, baby.
I'm so North Philly fresh.
It's major, baby. It's major, baby.
I'm so North Philly fresh.
It's major, baby. It's major, baby.
I learned, I never lose. Was told to always finish my food. Big dog eat shows my aggression. Money to get, but still count my blessings. Black owned, you see the swagger. On top of the pyramid, here it is. Uncut, pure self flows by the weight. Almost done eating, let me scrape my plate. Right? Too many hate, worry about niggas' pockets. Niggas move, niggas profit. Different logic, approach with respect. Man of my word, that's how I keep my connects. Right? Let me digress. All business, nothing less. Only phrase left is cut the check. Bag talk, let that bullshit walk. Move with cojones, that defines my heart. I'm so North Philly fresh.
It's major, baby. It's major, baby.
I'm so North Philly fresh.
It's major, baby. It's major, baby.
I'm so North Philly fresh.
It's major, baby. It's major, baby.
I'm so North Philly fresh.
It's major, baby. It's major, baby.
I'm a son of the 70s. Go in my DNA, the pedigree. Smooth nigga, that's the recipe. It is what it is, baby, let it be. Frank Luke before the fur coat. It's with these white lines, this is pure dope. Black smoke, branded my name. International Sean expanded my game. Switch lanes, a new market. Wall Street, baby, a new target. Different product, I stand by my hustle. 10 toes in, all from the muscle. Fuck a struggle, not the setback. It's all about the get back. If you still in the trap, then nigga, you trapped in the closet on some R. Kelly. Ain't shit you can tell me. So North Philly fresh.
It's major, baby. It's major, baby.
I'm so North Philly fresh.
It's major, baby. It's major, baby.
I'm so North Philly fresh.
It's major, baby. It's major, baby.
I'm so North Philly fresh.
It's major, baby. It's major, baby.
On the shelf, drop of a dime, y'all know he's coming. All about his grind, 100 miles and running. He step all the way out of line. Better start thumping, cause he's about to do something. At the drop of a dime, y'all know he's coming. All about his grind, 100 miles and running. He step all the way out of line. Better start thumping, cause he's about to do something.
got majors on there with Japan. And then this dude, I like that joint, just Dusty Winchester.
Okay.
Dusty sent that joint. It's called Real Hip Hop. Now, Bars, you just brought up a really good topic about a lot of people say VA, the bottom of the North, the top of the South.
Right.
That's that. And I like to think Virginia is what I call a Southern state. It's not the South, it's not the North. It's Southern. Those two things mixed together.
I agree.
Because we, Stein, I can contest to this. There's a lot of traffic going from the 95 north to the south in the 70s and 80s.
Right, yeah.
So a northern dude and a southern drop-off point was in VA.
Yeah.
8 hours up, 8 hours down.
Absolutely.
So a lot of that ended up just settling in VA.
Yeah.
You know, so it wasn't nothing for a New York dude to settle in VA and meet a down south chick from A. And have little Southern babies that would go down south and visit cousins and stuff in Atlanta and Florida down there, or go up top and visit family up there. So a lot of that transportation brought transportation and hip hop, the style, the culture, the dance, the artwork. It brought everything. So when
see it here, you can
right,
see it. So rich with hip-hop, man.
everything. So when people say yo VA ain't got a sound, like New York got a sound, down south got a sound, Midwest got a sound, and I tell people that's our sound.
That is right.
The most diverse hip hop you can find.
Right. It's everything.
Is hip hop in
everything.
VA.
You can hear it right here in Richmond.
And I think that's why we can't get people to come to us like that because it's no distinctness.
Nah.
New York is distinct. Down south
we
is
embrace
distinct.
we have always embraced everything. You know what I mean? We never, we've been a melting pot for all types of music.
Right.
I mean, and it's only fitting. I mean, we like a hub for, like she just said, when people traveling, this is where they stop off. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why, but it's just like that point.
It was easier to drive 8.
Yeah.
Than 11,
Right.
14.
Exactly.
It was easy
So,
just to drive 8.
but
And it's like, okay, Virginia. And it was weird because Virginia was slow for Northerners and busy for Southerners.
Yeah.
And it's weird. Oh, I'm gonna go to Virginia, and it's real fast paced up there and make some money.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I'm gonna go down to Virginia. Your joint's kind of slow. I can
real
rack up
talk.
real quick. And
Real
it's the
talk.
weirdest thing how
It is.
two different coasts or regions can have two different perspectives of the same state.
Yep. That's real though.
Gotta love.
She put it very well.
Yeah, that's
real though. It's real.
Because I loves me some Virginia. I loves me some Virginia.
VA.
So real quick, before we talk about speaking of Virginia, speaking of RVA,
Absolutely.
we're gonna talk about one of the late greats. We're gonna talk about Joe Dozier. So Sty, you seem to be the most learned out of the three of us about Joe. So talk to me about who the man, how you met him, work with him, spill all that because I need to know. I feel like I'm missing out.
I met Joe, around 2003, and it was, when I say it was a blessing to meet the dude. I mean, he was. If you've ever met him, he's that dude all the time, and I could say that without even questioning how you met him, because he's always that same positive, upbeat, gonna smile immediately. You know what I mean? He was just like that when I met him. You know, I met him over my friend Franklin Roberts' house, and we stayed cool, and we got real close when I got home recently. Me and his brother Day Day, we got really close in the last few years, and that's why this one is like this one really hit, and I talked to him Friday, because I called Day Day. I know Day Day had COVID.
Okay.
And I was calling to check on Day Day. I didn't know Joe had it. So he was like, yeah, Joe in the hospital. He had, well, he told me at the time it was complications with his sugar, diabetes.
Mm-hmm.
And so I hit him up, and he couldn't talk, but he sent me a text. He's like, hey, I can't talk right now, but, I love you, bro. And I said, I love you too, man, just hit me when you can. And
so what era in Richmond
hip-hop
was his music?
Early 2000s.
Early 2000s.
Yeah,
okay.
he dropped. I was still living in New York, matter of fact, when I think it might have been 99 or 2000 when he dropped, when the Lack Boy hit, because I was still in New York. And I remember going to a convention in Tennessee and seeing Lonnie B. And Lonnie B showed me the CD, you know, Joe. I didn't even know him at that time.
Right.
And I was like, okay. I was like, yeah, this joint dope. You know what I mean? And when I came home, we finally got to meet. And yeah, but definitely. And I mean, he lived to make music. He's one of what we just talking about. He didn't care if he made no money or if he made nothing. He lived to create, make music. It motivated him, and you know, and it moved him. It was his purpose, and thank God we still got more music coming from him. You know what I mean? Like I said, we did a joint. We was actually mixing for my album. You know, and it's crazy. I got a few joints with him, so that's a blessing. But yeah, he lived to make music.
That's what's
you
up.
know what I mean?
That's what's up. I thank you for giving us some insight
Absolutely.
on that man, that legend, that RVA legend.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I do feel kind of like you feel it in the community.
Yeah,
you feel it for the community,
right?
You know, when
Because
you lose
I'm telling
a
you,
mega soldier like
right, and he was the glue for a lot. You know what I mean? He brought a lot of people together. You know what I mean? A lot of people inadvertently knew each other through him.
That's what's up.
You know what I mean? So he was. This one really hit. I believe, to me, it was like the first major loss here, as far as from what I see. You know, from somebody who's been doing the music and had success with it. Like I said, Black Boy Joint Blue. He was also, his music was in the movie. What was it? Anything Could Happen. Martin Lawrence joint. You know, so he made some major moves, and he's just a great dude, though. You know, this joint gonna hurt.
Well, before we close the show, we will be paying salute to Joe, making sure we play Black Boy before we end. We're also gonna be ending the show with a joint by Bars and a joint by Sty, and of course a joint by Doe. Just make sure you tune in tomorrow from 4 to 6 for the La Gigi and Elo show. After that, from 6 to 10, you'll have the Latin and Jazz Salsa Festival with Sweet Daddy Lou. Tune in 12:30 on 96.9 FM for the Latin Jazz Salsa show, 12:30 to 3:30. And you can also catch the Latin and Jazz Salsa Festival on 13:40 a.m. All right, so real quick, we got Mr. Sty. And he did talk about this joint is going to be on his new album coming out. This one is called Believe in Yourself.
Oh, yeah.
My granddaughter, Kaylani. These crazy times we live in made me feel like we still got hope. Come on.
Yeah, yeah. We're real strong people. Yeah, yeah. We can do anything. Yeah, yeah. We can't be worried about what they say. My brother, my sister, just believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Believe in your skin. Believe in your health. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Believe in your talk. Believe in your walk. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Believe in your skin. Believe in your health. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Believe in your talk. Believe in your walk. Believe
They
in
say
yourself.
the sweeter the juice, the darker the grape is. The deeper the melanin, the stronger the faith is. And in your DNA is what great is. And when it comes to seeing change for us, the slower the pace is. We gotta realize we need each other. We believe in God, but we don't even believe each other. Hate the way they treat us, but look at how we treat each other. Bro, we gotta learn to follow before we lead each other. Listen, the purest bloodline runs deep inside us. A legacy of kings, innovators, and freedom fighters. This is what they gave up their life for. We inherited the struggle. It's something that we still gotta fight for. Just remember how precious you are. Cause reality and dreams is never too far apart. And some days you might get down, and some days you feel depressed. Just remember these 3 words whenever you are.
We are real strong people. Yeah, yeah. We can do anything. Yeah, yeah. We can't be worried about what they say. My brother, my sister, just believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Believe in your skin. Believe in your health. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Believe in your talk. Believe in your walk. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Believe in your skin. Believe in your health.
life is short, so don't waste yours. Everybody got dreams, don't be scared to chase yours. Change ain't just something you pray for. And happiness is something nobody can give you or pay for. So keep your head to the sky, cause he's always right by your side. And every winner takes a loss, but a loser is somebody that was too scared to try. Look, hey, remember the struggle ain't never done. I pray you make this cold world a better one. But make your own rules, cause it's always gonna be somebody trying to tell you how to do what they never done. And just remember how precious you are, cause reality and dreams is never too far apart. And some days you might get down, and some days you feel depressed. Just remember these 3 words whenever you
Believe in yourself.
Yeah.
Believe in your skin. Believe in your health. Believe in yourself.
Yeah.
Believe in your talk. Believe in your walk. Believe in yourself. Believe in your skin. Believe in your health. Believe in yourself. Believe in your talk. Believe in your walk. Believe in yourself.
In VA we say, ATL they say, in Fort Worth they say, yeah, in BX they say, yeah, come on, yeah, bring it back one more time.
Yeah, Bully Boy, bars nice. We in the factory cooking chemistry. You know what it is.
Yeah.
You don't really wanna hear that, that's why boom bap, no trap, no diss. But I don't do that, I'm the boom bap chemist.
Chemistry.
I'm the boom bap chemist.
Cooking chemistry.
You don't really wanna hear that, that's why boom bap, no trap, no diss.
That's right.
But I don't do that, I'm the boom bap chemist.
Cooking chemistry.
I'm the boom bap chemist.
Cooking chemistry.
You don't really wanna hear that, that's why boom bap, no trap, no diss. But I don't do that, I'm beastie with it, boys.
Yeah.
I'm funky, I'm brass smoky, a fiend for the flow, an alphabet junkie. I grind hard every day to keep my face chunky, to keep my pockets lonky.
That's
It's
right.
all in the chi, verbally I outbox competitors with metaphors. I'm bored with your folklore, respected by legends for contributions to the culture. The industry feed off the dead like vultures, idolize symbols of oppression sculptured. History is a lie, facts have been altered. Every man has a right to exist. Racist, I resist. Peace sign, raise fist. Class is over, you students dismissed. Worthy, the alphabet alchemist, yeah.
Worthy, the alphabet alchemist.
You don't really wanna hear that, that's why boom bap, no trap, no diss. But I don't do that, I'm the boom bap chemist.
Chemistry.
I'm the boom bap chemist.
Cooking chemistry.
You don't really wanna hear that, that's why boom bap, no trap, no diss.
That's right.
But I don't do that, I'm the boom bap chemist.
Cooking chemistry.
I'm the boom bap chemist.
Cooking chemistry.
So what we gonna do now, make it sound like it's supposed to. They say hip hop is dead, they yelling cold blue. So here's a breath, we still here. The one that spit the profound prose inside your ears. Old school, my alma mater. These rappers lukewarm, I'm way hotter than the
Let
rest.
you guys know you can check the Thursday podcast every week from 8 to 9:30 here on www.oasisbroadcastingnetwork.com. Want to say thank you to everybody that came in, listened to me, Style Lynch, and Boris Nice chop it up about hip hop. But we gonna fade out to our boy Joe Dozer. Rest in peace, big homie.
Fictional folklore like Paul Bunyan. You gotta